FL2K day. I'm in the truck. I'm driving back to the track. So I'm going to catch you guys up on what has happened so far. So we literally got out of the shop nice and early. We arrived at Bradenton Motorsports Park about 9:30 in the morning, right as the road racing drivers meeting was set to happen. So awesome, no problems, got there, everything was packed. So we go to pull the car out, and I have a flat tire on the car, on Project Hurricane. One of the skinnies is flat, and I mean all the way flat. So of course we didn't bring the extra toolbox. Not really sure where it went, so I had to go buy another one. So we unhooked the truck. I went and bought another like Craftsman 300 piece, whatever, what I could find at Ace, you know, 10, 15, nearly 20 minutes away. Went back, pulled the wheel off, pulled the tire off, and come to find out the whole thing that's wrong with it, the valve stem isn't in the tire anymore. It's not in the wheel. No wonder it's flat. So pulled off, went to looked up the local tire place and went there. And yeah, what's up guys? So we finally got the tire fixed. I'm here at Tire Choice, the Total Care Car Care. We're down here on Highway 70. They just fixed it for me, no charge. So we're back to the races, super excited. But if you need anything, hit up these guys for your tire stuff here on 70 down near Bradenton. So now I'm headed back from the Total Car Care place, Total Tire Choice, Total Car Care. Obviously they were awesome. I didn't have to pay for the fix. I mean, they gave me a valve stem and filled it back up there. It's basically all they had to do. So pretty easy, but it was awesome of them. They could have charged me 15 bucks, whatever. But that was awesome. So yeah, we're on the way back to the track. Put the wheel back on, get it as tight as we can, and hopefully go racing tonight. Fingers crossed. We do already have our tech. We're already teched in, so we were number 10 to tech in. So that's super exciting. We're not gonna, miss out, because that would suck. So we're good. It's time to go racing. We're gonna hang out, go watch the roll racing, just check everything out. People are seeing the car. It's nice and fun. So we'll get some video of that, and then it is time to race at 6 p.m. tonight. So I'll check back in with you guys later. So right now, guys, we're just chilling, watching the roll races. So we'll show you guys a couple. It's basically the fastest class right now, and they're essentially just running really fast Vipers and GTRs. I think he broke. Right, here's Cyclone versus GTR, guys. Viper versus GTR. Let's see if they actually make a clean pass. Guys, every time I go to video, 184. Holy crap. Here we go, guys. Lamborghini.
can't see you, but what'd you think about that?
That was violent.
Yeah, dude, you launched hard.
Holy shit.
What's it doing?
Oh, no, that was just, it hit hard.
Oh, did it?
I need the 308 gears. Yeah. All right, guys, so we just made the first pass on boost on the car. Holy crap is all I can really say, because you'll see the video, the car was all over the place. The 411s are way too much. We definitely ran out of gear very quickly. I literally coasted to this. I think I let out before the 8th mile and just lightly hit the throttle so it would go into 5th, and we kind of slowly went. But we did, yeah, here, you guys can see. So, our best 60 foot ever, our best 330 ever, our best 8th ever, our best 8 mile an hour ever, and our best 1,000 ever, and our best quarter at 11:49. So we really did. That was an 11:49 at 101.92. So yeah, 308s are gonna go in the car like ASAP next week. We're gonna come back to the track on Thursday and run with the new gears. That way we can make a full pass. So about last night, guys, that was FL2K. We got one run in. Obviously, I said last night, meaning it's the next day. Really, it's the next night. This was Saturday of FL2K. Sunday's tomorrow of FL2K. We're obviously not at FL2K. We're in the shop, back with Project Hurricane. Master Tech's hanging out down here. If you hear him panting, I'm sorry, but he's tired. So we're back in the shop, and here's the reasons why. Last night, we got one pass in. You guys saw me talking about it. Now I'm gonna go over it really quick now that the adrenaline is worn off and I've had a day to rest, think about it, and review the footage. So what really happened was the car went first gear, awesome. Second gear, just fine. Hit the limiter, bounced off it for a little bit, then shifted into third, and then it just went limiter until I went, well, excuse you, Master Tech. So it went limiter until I went, all right, it's not gonna shift into fourth, and I let out. Now I let out a little bit before the 8th mile, and then I just kind of lightly touched the throttle again to keep the car moving, and we finished the run. So that run, our 8th mile time, as I was pretty much already coasting because I'd let out, was like a 6.8, which puts us in the range of running like a 10.3 to a 10.7. Really, we were probably gonna run about a 10.5, 10.4. But the car was moving. So we got some work to do when it comes to the transmission tune and to check the transmission to make sure everything's okay there. We might have actually fried it on the dyno, putting all the load we had to put on it to slow it down. That might have hurt it. So we might have to build a 6R80 for the 6-banger here. Not something I was really wanting to do yet, but hey, we'll go ahead and do it. I know Mark, who is the current fastest sealed motor Cyclone, he does have a built 6R80. Guy's holding the parts, so I know it's built. So we might have to be doing that here shortly. Fingers crossed, though, that we can just tweak the tune and we'll get it to actually shift into fourth. Now, well, that'll just be a couple of limiter settings, you know, maybe some torque settings, stuff like that. Now let's go to talk about our launch. It was all over the place. And yes, it was hard. Yes, it was a 1.5 and change. However, it could have been much better. We don't have any roll bars on the car. We don't have any sway bars on the car. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna install our UPR anti-roll bar. It's a really thick piece of metal, about yay long, about 1 inch thick, and it's solid metal. So it's heavy, but it's in the right place. It's back on the axle, and hopefully that will help. When you see the video and you review it, the car kind of ducks down to the right, and then we get some shimmy like that as we go out. Now that made it a little hard to drive because the whole car was kind of shaking. So we're gonna try not to do that after we get the anti-roll bar installed. The next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna start adjusting our suspension. Now I am by no means a drag racing guru when it comes to setting up suspension. So we will be making some calls, seeing what we get some suggestions on from actual suspension gurus, the guys at UPR, Viking, and then other racers who've done it with high-powered S197 Mustangs for longer than I have. So we'll get all their advice and we'll try and set the car up, and then we'll do some test hits you know, out on a private place where we can get away with that, and then we'll take it back to the track this Thursday. Now, I say take it back to the track. Obviously, we were running out of gear as well, so if I was shifting into 4th by the 8th mile, way too fast for the gears that we were gonna go. We don't wanna be shifting into 5th gear. So, we have 411s in the car right now. They were absolutely fantastic for naturally aspirated, but we're gonna go ahead and get rid of those, and we're gonna drop in some strange engineering, could be strange racing, 3.08 gears. That should allow us to basically get really far in 3rd gear, then make that final shift into 4th, and have plenty of room to turn the boost up and go even faster. So those 308s should be good for honestly a low 9-second pass in 4th gear if we have the power and can hold the power. So things we're gonna do this week before Thursday: gears, anti-roll bar, suspension adjustment, and tuning. The car was on a 7 PSI tune, that's wastegate. So we're gonna try that again and see what we can do, but we're also gonna have it tuned for a little more boost, and we might have the nitrous shot ready so we can go ahead and hit it with the nitrous. So we know all of that stuff happened. Now, being it's me, you guys know me at least a little bit if you watch the videos, I always send it. So we were gonna go make another pass. So I calmed down, we got ready to go, pulled the power on the car, turned the fuel pump on, went to crank it, and pop! Now, we're not sure what happened, but the battery was only showing 3.97 to 4.0 volts, and nothing we did could make it work. So we called it a night. We took it as a sign from above that we shouldn't have made another pass. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make it to a lightweight battery. So Zach, that is AKA Watch My Eco, has that full throttle lightweight battery. We're gonna get that battery, we're gonna put it in our drag car. He can run the street battery again, and we're gonna see if that lightweight little tiny battery can supply us enough power for what we're doing. If it can't, no big deal. We'll continue on with what we're doing and get another battery. So with that, I think it's a battery issue. I have no ideas other than battery. When we go to jump it, it doesn't want to jump, and it still reads really, really low voltage. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put that new battery in, do the gear swap, do all of that, and then we're gonna go back to the track on Thursday, run it with 7 PSI. Again, we're gonna have the nitrous ready for a 50+ shot of nitrous, just in case we're not getting where we wanna be. But we're gonna try a lot of passes, so we're not gonna be going for the record right away, because I don't wanna just try and make it in the big end. I wanna actually get a good plant and go. Now, it doesn't mean that we're gonna have to get a really good squat on the car. We just want it to hook and book. So right now, we were spinning and sliding. We don't want that, a little bit of wheel hop. We got nice sticky tires. They're Mickey Thompson ET Street Pros, so they're really sticky tires. They're not a street tire even. They are a race tire, and we were still breaking them loose. So the problem is gonna come down to suspension. We're gonna have to adjust pinion angles. We're gonna have to adjust a lot of things. Now, in the last video, we talked about how light the car was. The car with me in it weighs under 3,100 pounds. With that light weight and not a lot of weight in the rear end, we're gonna really have to work on the suspension to get it to stick and book. So we're gonna keep moving on. Master Tech here is gonna help us, and we're gonna get it done. But that's all I got for tonight, guys. I am super, super stoked. Boost on a Cyclone is a thing of beauty. You lighten the car up, give it 500 to 700 horsepower, and these things are rocket ships. You can compete with tons of stuff out there. Now, the car I was up against, that ran like a 7.89. That's an ID Motorsports 240SX. It's a ridiculous car, so it made us look really, really slow. But let me tell you guys, the power coming out of this Cyclone and how fast it is and how it feels is unbelievable. I am so stoked, I am so happy. I can't wait to try it again. I am hooked on boost, I'm hooked on the turbos. We're just gonna keep going faster and faster. I hope you guys will stay tuned, come along for the adventure, but that's it for tonight. So we'll see you next time. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. I'm out.